I'm Melanie, the managing attorney of the Greater Boston Legal Services Welfare Law Unit, and over the past month and a half I've been supervising and directly handling shelter access cases under the new rules. I know that under the new rules, many of our clients would be eligible if we advise them to go out and stay in some place unfit for human habitation. But that's not something I can personally or professionally stomach. So, you may know, recognize my name, I pounded as politely as I could your Dudley Square staff and your lawyers to act on our clients' applications before they were literally out on the streets. I submitted waiver requests, but I either got no response or denials. In my first case, my client had a 1-month-old prematurely born infant and a 2-year-old child and was still recovering from a C-section. And this isn't the same C-sections you've heard about. It's amazing how many C-section people in recovery from C-section turn out. I was told that my client's circumstances were not special enough to warrant a waiver. Because we're fortunate in Boston to have the Travelers Aid Family Shelter Program, I've been able to prevent my clients from having to sleep in a place unfit for human habitation. But that doesn't mean all is well. Think about taking the tea late at night with a newborn and another child and all your possessions and garbage bags to a completely unfamiliar place. After waiting all day at the Dudley Square office, holding on to your kids, afraid to go down to the first floor to use the bathroom because you might miss when your name is called and lose your chance to apply that day. And then, after waiting all day, you're denied. We've ended up paying for taxi cabs to make it possible for our clients to get to the Travelers Aid office with their children and then to the motel. We've also ended up having to pay for food for clients because even if they have any money left, by the time they get to the motel, it's too late to find food, even if you knew your way around, and they don't. The Commonwealth is making children sleep in places not fit for human habitation. In other words, places infinitely worse than any motel room. GBOS and organizations like Travelers Aid cannot make up for the overwhelming problems with the new rules. We can only help so many clients when it takes being on the case for hours and hours and often multiple days and having to pay for cabs and food to enable clients to deal with the day-long, multiple-day process of applying to Dudley. The stress on the clients and the children, the safety risks, the sheer misery, it's horrible to behold. Housing First sounds good, but not one EA shelter access client I've heard of was offered permanent affordable housing in lieu of shelter in a motel or elsewhere. They weren't offered it when they were being denied shelter, and they weren't offered it when they were finally being approved. Incremental gains in affordable housing for other people at the expense of families with nowhere to go is not okay. Sleeping on floors in one host's apartment after another literally makes kids sick and hurts their developing brains. It's not okay to make them sleep in places unfit for human habitation in order to qualify for shelter. It's not okay to make them shuffle around, not too long in any one place in order to qualify for shelter. It's not okay to leave these families in situations and justify it by shifting a little